The word pagan has a long and complex history. It comes from the Latin word paganus. This term originally meant country dweller or rural inhabitant. In ancient Rome, it was used to describe people who lived outside the bustling cities, in the vast countryside. At first, it had no religious connotation. It was simply a way to distinguish between those who lived in urban areas and those who lived in rural settings. However, as Christianity began to spread throughout the Roman Empire, the meaning of the word began to shift. Early Christians primarily resided in cities, where the new religion took root and flourished. In contrast, the rural areas were slower to adopt Christianity. The people in the countryside continued to practice their traditional polytheistic religions, which had been passed down through generations. As a result, Christians began to use the term pagan to refer to those who clung to the old ways. It became a label for anyone who was not Christian, Jewish, or Muslim. Over time, the word pagan took on a negative connotation. It was often used to imply that those who practiced these ancient religions were backward or uncivilized. Today, however, the term has been reclaimed by many. In contemporary usage, pagan is often used as a neutral or even positive term. It describes a variety of nature-based religions that emphasize a deep connection to the earth and its cycles. These modern pagans celebrate seasonal festivals, honor ancient deities, and practice rituals that seek to harmonize with the natural world. They draw inspiration from a wide range of historical and cultural traditions. For many, being pagan is about finding a spiritual path that resonates with their personal beliefs and values. It is a way to connect with the past, while also creating a meaningful practice for the present. In this way, the word pagan has come full circle. From its origins as a simple descriptor of country folk, it has evolved into a term that encompasses a rich tapestry of spiritual identities and practices. The journey of the word pagan reflects the broader human journey of seeking meaning, community, and connection in an ever-changing world. Paganism is not a single religion. It is a term that encompasses a wide array of spiritual beliefs and practices that have existed for thousands of years. These traditions are often deeply rooted in the natural world and the cycles of the earth. It is a diverse group of beliefs and practices, each with its own unique customs and rituals. From the ancient Celts to the indigenous tribes of the Americas, paganism manifests in countless forms. These existed before the major monotheistic religions, such as Christianity, Islam, and Judaism, came to dominate the spiritual landscape. Pagan traditions have left a lasting legacy on the world, evident in the ancient ruins and historical landmarks that still stand today. Many pagan religions are polytheistic, meaning they worship multiple gods and goddesses. Each deity often represents different aspects of life, nature, and the cosmos. They believe in many gods and goddesses, each with their own distinct personalities and domains. Festivals and rituals are held to honor these deities, with offerings and celebrations that bring communities together. Each deity represents a part of nature, human life, or the cosmos. For example, some gods might be associated with the sun, the moon, the harvest, or the sea. Nature is central to paganism. Pagans see the divine in the natural world, believing that every tree, river, and mountain holds spiritual significance. Pagans see the divine in the natural world. Sacred sites in nature, such as groves, springs, and mountains, are often used for meditation and rituals. They honor the cycles of life, death, and rebirth. Seasonal festivals mark important times of the year, such as solstices and equinoxes, celebrating the changing seasons and the cycles of nature. Ancestors are also important. Pagans believe that spirits of the dead can influence the living, offering guidance and protection. They honor their ancestors and seek their guidance. Ancestral altars with offerings are common, and rituals are performed to connect with the spirits of those who have passed on, ensuring that their wisdom and presence remain a part of the community. The rise of Christianity and Islam brought big changes. These religions are monotheistic. They believe in only one God. Christianity spread through the Roman Empire. It became the official religion. Pagan religions were suppressed. Temples were destroyed. Islam also spread widely. It replaced many polytheistic beliefs in the Middle East and North Africa. Paganism faced pressure to conform or disappear. Pagans faced persecution from both Christians and Muslims. This happened over many centuries. Christians forced pagans to convert. They destroyed pagan temples and holy places. Pagan practices were labeled as devil worship. During the witch hunts, many accused of witchcraft were likely following pagan traditions. They were persecuted and killed. Section 5. Seeds of Resilience. Syncretism and the survival of paganism. Despite persecution, paganism survived. It did this through syncretism and secrecy. Syncretism is blending different religions. Pagans incorporated elements of Christianity into their practices. This helped them to hide their beliefs. Paganism also continued in secret. People practiced their beliefs in hidden places. They passed on one's traditions through communication. Section 6. The Romantic Revival. Rediscovering the allure of ancient ways. In the 18th and 19th centuries, there was a renewed interest in paganism. This was part of the Romantic movement. Romantics were fascinated by the past. They idealized ancient cultures and their connection to nature. Scholars began to study ancient pagan texts. This led to a revival of pagan beliefs. People began to reconstruct old rituals and practices. Section 7. Modern paganism, a tapestry of traditions. Today, paganism is a growing movement. It encompasses many different paths. Wicca is a popular form of modern paganism. It emphasizes magic, nature, and a balance of masculine and feminine energy. Druidry draws on Celtic traditions. Druids revere nature and practice divination. Asatru is a revival of Norse paganism. It honors the Norse gods and goddesses. Section 8. The essence of paganism. Core beliefs and practices. While diverse, pagan paths share some core beliefs. These beliefs form the foundation of their spiritual practices and guide their interactions with the world around them. Most pagans believe in immanent divinity. This belief holds that the divine is not distant or separate from the world, but rather it is present in all things. This means the divine is present in all things. From the smallest pebble to the tallest tree, every element of nature is seen as a manifestation of the divine. They see nature as sacred. Pagans often practice magic, which they view as a natural extension of their connection to the divine. They use it for healing. Healing rituals often involve the use of herbs, crystals, and other natural elements believed to possess spiritual properties. They use it for divination. Divination practices, such as reading tarot cards or casting runes, help pagans gain insight into their lives and the world around them. They use it for personal growth. Meditation, journaling, and other reflective practices are common ways pagans seek to understand themselves and their place in the universe. Many pagans follow a cyclical view of time. This perspective emphasizes the natural cycles of birth, growth, death, and rebirth. They honor the cycles of the seasons. Seasonal festivals, such as solstices and equinoxes, are important times for celebration and reflection. They honor the cycles of the moon. The phases of the moon are seen as a reflection of the cycles of life, and many pagans perform rituals in alignment with the lunar calendar. Section 9. Paganism today. Acceptance, diversity, and continued evolution. Paganism is gaining acceptance in many parts of the world. People are becoming more open to alternative spiritualities. Pagan groups are becoming more visible. However, prejudice still exists. Some people misunderstand pagan beliefs. Education and open dialogue are important. Modern paganism continues to evolve. It draws on ancient traditions, but also incorporates new ideas. It adapts to the changing world.